Alright everyone, I am driving into the community of Slab City. It is a place of anarchy. Well, not really anarchy, but they call it the last free city in the world. And I'll tell you more about that as I head into town. But the first place I want to look at is this art installation right over here. Yeah, Salvation Mountain is what it's called. I'm going to get out and go take a look at it. Giving you a look at the sign here for Salvation Mountain. God never fails. I'm going to walk over here and get a closer look. It's right here. So here it is up close. Salvation Mountain, built by a gentleman named Leonard Knight. Took him over 20 years. It's just paint and adobe and concrete. He passed away in 2014, but his masterpiece lives on. It's called religious folk art, and in fact the U.S. government has recognized this as a national folk art treasure. It's pretty fantastic. Isn't that something? Repent, say Jesus, I'm a sinner. Boy, ain't that the truth. Incredible. Yeah, look, there he is, the little kitty. Yeah, he's not scared of me at all. Look at him. He wants me to pet him. Can you call that right? No, he won't let me pet him. Well, let's see. I want to back out of here and give you a look at the place as well as I can. Like I said, the sun is low on the horizon, shining right into here. Maybe you can see this. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to head into the town. Let's go check it out. Alright, I'm going to head into town now. But let me show you on the map real quick where I'm at. Can you see the blue circle with the arrow? That is where I'm at, in a pretty remote area of California. Imperial County, I believe, is the name of it. Alright, so away we go. Now you might be wondering about the name. This used to be a U.S. Marines military camp during World War II. Once it was no longer needed, the military pulled out, took everything with them except the slabs. And then after a period of time, people started moving into the area, and it became known as Slab City. Now, the state of California technically owns this land, so these people are all actually squatters. But California does not collect any property tax, and so there are no services of any kind. No water, no power, no sewage removal, no trash pickup. So let that sink in a little bit. The ramifications of a place like that, well, this is what you get. The people who populate this town are people, well, it might surprise you who they are. Many of them are vets, doctors, lawyers, All kinds of professional fields, carpenters. But the one thing they all have in common is they don't want to be found. They want to live free of any kind of governmental intrusion, if you will. Now, that being said, there are no jobs here. So very little in the way of money is exchanged. Bartering system is what they do here. People trade their services, apply their skills, and that's what they use to get what they need. Now, many of the people here are on government assistance and Social Security, but after that, very little money. There's facilities here, though. There's a library. There's a place called The Range that has live music. Looks like there's a church. Now, you see the nature of things here, like that boat put upside down. And yes, if you're thinking maybe a art installation, I mean, I wouldn't call it an art installation. However, it is artsy. But the people here don't use traditional art materials. Clay, paint, paintbrushes, canvas. They use trash. Trash is used to create art here. And you remember what I said, there's no trash pickup. So they have plenty of it. In fact, that's a gallery right there. Rising Phoenix Art Gallery. So things are painted. Yeah, some more art galleries there. There's a little R2-D2. There is a restaurant here, from what I understand. There are communities here. Now you're probably wondering about police, that kind of thing. Nope, no police. However, the town of NIland is 4 miles away. The police there regularly come out. Also a lot of border patrol here. We're only about 40, maybe 50 miles from the Mexican border. That all being said, there is a unwritten code here, an unwritten set of rules that is enforced by the people who live here. So if you're going to cause trouble, you're probably going to get dealt with, and that's by the people who live here. Yeah, let me go up here and turn around so the sun is behind me so you can see better. Now, like I said, there are communities here and there are places to stay. This is an RV park, California Ponderosa. The ultimate off-grid experience. Slab City Hostel is right here. There's also an Airbnb. So if you were to want to have this kind of experience, to live in a, for a short time in a place like this, there are places to stay here. And for that matter, you can just bring up your RV if you have one and pull up and hang out. Yeah, I'm coming up here because I think the library is right up here. So let's see if I can find that and turn around. Okay, so I've turned around. The sun is behind me, so you can get a better look at things as I drive through the town. That is the library. It goes by the honor system. A lot of donated books. Anyway, you're probably wondering about things like gas and groceries, that kind of thing. you're probably wondering about water. They bring water in on these in these big tanks. There is a communal shower here, so one place to take a shower if you want. Power is gotten by generators and solar panels. So that's how they get power here. They go to nearby NIland for groceries and gas, and I'm going to tour that town after here. The nearest hospital is in Brawley. That's about 20 miles, maybe a little over away. And it's not completely savage here. UPS, Amazon, they deliver. So you can be here or live here and get stuff delivered to you. And they come all the way out here. Now, as I drive through, I have to tell you guys the thoughts that come to my mind, and that is Mad Max. I mean, this is totally what it looks like in Mad Max, the movies. Am I right? Really fascinating, because this might be what it looks like. You know, if there's some sort of apocalypse or something that ends man or society as we know it, this is what it will look like. I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Let's see. There are no official census figures. Like I said, it's estimated that around 200 people here live full time. That swells up during the winter when the snowbirds come. If the people from the census representatives were to come here, these are the type of people that would just laugh at them, I'm thinking. It is a strange beauty to it, I have to admit. It's fascinating. You can't take your eyes off of it. This society that they have built here. Oh, let's see. Free first aid, harm. I guess it's a sort of medical facility there. Very minor, I'm guessing. I mean, it's just a total post-apocalyptic wasteland, isn't it? That is so cool looking. Let's see what this says. I think that this is a restaurant here. Church of Enlightenment. I mean, that is total Mad Max, am I right? Looks like somebody may live in there. You see some pretty nice RVs. I'm thinking, yeah, these are definitely some of the snow people, or the snowbirds. I grew up in Utah. We called them sun people because we would see them form caravans and drive down south every fall and then come back up in the spring. Anyway, just giving you a look. There you go, art, sale, or trade. I'm guessing that everything is paid for with cash here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably no credit card acceptance here. Amazing. I can't help but be fascinated. I think some of the people here are getting nervous at times because technically they're squatters. Like I said, the state of California owns this, and I guess they just turn a blind eye and let them stay here. But it seems to me there would always be the fear of being evicted. I'm not sure if you can see any of this. Let me turn around. Of course, they don't have traditional fences. They use tires. And for all these people, this is their property. But like I said, they don't really own it. The state of California does. It's just crazy. And there's a lot here too. Oh, yeah, you see a kid up here. Yes, children live here. Where do they go to school? Again, nearby NIland. School bus actually comes out here and picks them up. Like I said, I will go to NIland and show you that place next. This is just crazy. Look at all this stuff. Yeah, there's a couple of kids down there, some people congregating. Can you imagine the life, what life must be like for children that live here? That's hard to imagine. No power, no running water. You know, not a traditional place to go use the bathroom. Hey, look at this. The sun is blocking a little bit there, but the streets of Slab City. Yeah, somebody lives in there. Going to keep going here as I drive down this residential street. Hey, you can see all the trash. I mean, there's nothing coming out here to haul it off. So trash is everywhere. See it? It is everywhere. You see it over here, just piled up. Dark aside. Let's see. Don't mind the pieces of shit behind this wall. Huh. Like I said, this is people who don't want to be found. And these are the kind of people who don't care what you think. This is the life they want. Definitely not for everybody. What do you think? Could you do it? That's amazing. You can see a lot of the artwork though. People take the trash. Alright, as I head out of town, I'll give you a little bit more of a look. There's that R2-D2 again. Art studio. Yeah, Rising Phoenix Art Gallery. Yeah, see these like plastic tanks here? That's water. That's water they bring in. Interesting. Some more of the town. Okay, I'm arriving at the town of NIland. NIland is 4 miles away from Slab City. So this is where a lot of the services for Slab City are. And when I say that, I mean police. The police from this town goes up there and patrols occasionally. The fire department. There's a grocery store, gas. So this is where the people of Slab City come for those particular services, those things. Yeah, I drove through here earlier, saw this building. It's kind of spectacular looking. Anyway, about the town. In 2010, there were 1,006 people here. 2020, 756. 2022, 452 people. So this town is losing population pretty rapidly. Let's see the gender breakdown. 55% male, 45% female. Race breakdown, 57% Hispanic, 39% black, 4% white. I went this way because I wanted to show you the fire department. It's modern and new. So that's what handles this particular service in this area, Imperial County Fire Department. Some of the numbers that stick out about this town: unemployment rate is 15.7%. That's really high. Poverty rate is 61.1%. That's amongst the highest I've ever seen. 28% of the town is married. U.S. average is 52. So that's a bit different than what you normally see. Crime is almost twice higher than the national average here. It's a high crime town. The median home value here is $84,500. Alright, so I'm just going to find the grocery store, show you that, and see if I can find a gas station too. Good stuff. Food to go. Well, that might be a restaurant. Let's see. Maybe it's up here. Yia's Market Liquor. But I think they sell other things as well. Yeah, meat, liquor, cigarettes. So they sell different things there. A restaurant. And they have a motel. And let's see, this motel looks, I guess, is open. It's also for sale. Interesting. I'm gonna see if I can find a gas station, and I will see how much gas costs when I'm there. Okay, I did find a gas station. There's one in this town, it looks like. Union 76. There is the price for a gallon of regular, $5.49. I think you can see that. $5.49 cash. Credit card, it's going to be $5.79. All right, so there's all that. I'm going to go to one more town because it's interesting. Calipatria. So yeah, let's go head there right now. All right, I'm entering the town of Calipatria. Now this town is about 12 miles from Slab City. It's got a few more things here. A bigger grocery store. The town is declining though. 2010, the population was 7,700. 2020, 6,500. 2022, it had went down to 6,160. Some of these numbers really stick out, and I'll explain why after I tell you them. Gender, 77% male, 23% female. High school graduation rate, 57.6%. Those numbers really stick out, and the reason for it is that there is a prison here in town, and they count the prisoners. Not only that, the prison is all male, so it skews the gender ratio there quite a bit. So in actuality, throw out the prison population, there's only a little over 2,000 people here. Obviously, it's the top employer. Median household income is $39,200. Poverty level is 29.2%. So that is almost 3 times higher than the national average. Median home value, $148,800. 73% Hispanic, 16% black, 7% white. I'm going to take a look around the town. Median age is 34 years old, by the way. Now, the interesting thing about this town is where it sits. And that is 180 feet below sea level. In fact, this community sits at the lowest elevation in the entire Western Hemisphere. How about that? So right now I'm at the lowest point that is not in the ocean in the Western Hemisphere right now. Now they have a flagpole here that is the tallest flagpole in the world, where the flag is exactly at sea level. And look here, I turned down the exact street I need to because that is it right there. So I'm going to pull up to this flagpole, take a quick look at it. The flagpole is 184 feet tall. So the flag, even though it's way up there, is actually at sea level. So it kind of gives you a feeling or an idea how far underwater you would be if you were out on the ocean. Let's see, I'm gonna drive up to it right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's right here. So I'll just run up here and we'll check out the sign in front. See what it says. Now there's City Hall right across the street, and fire department too. So they have that here. Anyway, let's go take a look, huh? Shall we? Yeah. Now, it claims to be the world's tallest flagpole. It's not. But they're claiming it anyway. Let's see, home of world's tallest flagpole, top at sea level. The lowest down city in the Western Hemisphere. 184 feet below sea level, it says. There you go. Well, these kind of go over here, so I've got the sun pointing in the right direction. And look up. Yeah, you can see the flag up there. That's sea level. You can see how far below I am. How about that? That is pretty cool. I think the anchors are a nice touch, because if you're in the ocean, on the ocean floor, this is what you would see as anchors. Anyway, all right, everybody. This is going to be the end of the video here.